What up guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in this video I just wanted to show you my new guitar that I got recently and make a, sort of an overview of this model and why I chose this particular model, what were the features that I really liked about this guitar, and maybe help you out in choosing a guitar if you're looking for one, in particular the Stratocaster. But before we do that, I'll give you all the specs and talk about the features that I liked. It came with a hard case, so let's take a look at the case and what's inside it. Alright, so first of all, as you can see, the guitar comes with this hard case. It's a pretty cool case, pretty sturdy, so let's open it up and see what's inside. Alright, so here we have this nice padding, which is kind of soft and looks nice as well. So we have the guitar, obviously. Then we have some paperwork and also a certificate. Then here we have in this compartment, it comes with this leather strap, which is okay. We have a cable. These are strap-on locks and also with a tremolo arm. So that's pretty cool. We have keys for the case. So that's inside of the case, and you know the case is it's very well built. You know, it's not like a Chinese. Not a cheap one, so it's very important to have a case like that, which you can rely on. So just a case on its own costs, I don't know, 100, 150 to 100 bucks or something like that. I'm not really sure, but it's included in the price, so that's always a nice feature. Alright, so let's go for the close-up on the guitar. Alright, so now that we're back, let's talk a little bit about this guitar and what are the features that I really like and why I chose this model in particular. And then in the end I will play a few samples so you can hear what it sounds like. So first of all, this is the signature model of the Edge from U2. And I'm not a huge U2 or the Edge fan in particular, although I have listened to some of their stuff in the past and I really like some of their songs. And I think that the Edge is a great musician. He might not be a virtuoso and he hasn't played any difficult stuff or anything like that, but you know, still you have to give the guy credit for coming up with his own style of playing. And you know, he wrote some of really cool songs, so I still think he's a great musician. But that's not the reason why I got this guitar. So one of the things why I got this model is, as shallow as it might sound, I really like the combination of the colors. I've always wanted a Strat with a black body and a maple neck. For past few years I've wanted to get a Strat, and you know, this combination of colors, as you know, I'm a huge Hendrix fan. I remember that Jimmy in his last year and a half was using this combination of the color in his Strats. I remember the Fillmore East and also the Atlanta. And some other concerts I remember. I've always remembered that he was playing this type of color combination, so black body and maple neck, and that image kind of got stuck in my head, you know. So I've always wanted to get a guitar like that. Plus, you know, I mean, it looks cool, the combination. The black is always classy, you know, and they say that the maple neck is a little bit faster, so yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I really like the combination. Also, the pickguard is white, but on this particular model it's not entirely white. It's got a hint of green, so I think it's called mint or something like that. So this is also a really cool feature. And another thing, I've always wanted to have a big headstock, big head. So you know, it's kind of reminiscent of the 60s, and Jimmy was using you know, big headstocks in his when he was playing. He did use with the small heads as well, but you know, most of the time when you see him, he's with the big headstock. So you know, this guitar, this model in particular, has the big headstock, so that's great as well. One more thing which is important to me, I mean, you know, Strats, you know, you'll get pretty much the same sound when you're getting any kind of model of the Strat. It's just the little things that are deciding factors. So for me, one of these factors is the tremolo. So this tremolo is a 2-point deluxe synchronized tremolo, and on my other Strat you may notice that it has, I think, 6 bolts or maybe more. This one has only 2, so that is called 2-point deluxe synchronized tremolo. And I remember also another thing, Jeff Beck, who is known for using a lot of tremolo, also was using that type of tremolo, so on 2 bolts here. And what I know, what I've heard, that these kind of tremolos, they're staying in tune a little bit better than the other ones, which are the 6 bolts. So that was another thing why I got this model, because of the these 2-point synchronized tremolo. So that's another thing which I really like. Now getting back to the headstock right here, we have the locking tuners, and I really like locking tuners. I have it on my other Strat as well, and you know, I really like that. I think it stays in tune a little bit better. By locking here, you know, you don't need really the locking system right here. I mean, with the locking system, it's obviously going to be better, but you know, it's better to have locking tuners than not to have. Another thing is the nut. It's actually a synthetic bone, so it's not a bone, and it's not 100% synthetic, and it's not a metal nut. So you know, also they say that this one is a little bit better than just a bone, so synthetic bone in this model. Also here on the back we have this cut right here for the you know, so it becomes a little bit more comfortable when you get to the higher frets. But I've noticed also that on the latest models of Strats, they started making these on other models as well, so that's not something special, but anyway, I like this. It kind of feels more comfortable to play on the higher frets. And another thing is the pickup configuration. So in this particular model we have these 2 pickups on the neck and in the middle, which are called the custom Fender Stagger Fat 50s. So these are these 2 pickups, and here we have DiMarzio FS1. Now I've tried playing with this pickup. It's not really my type of pickup. You know, it's a little bit brighter, and it also has a lot of, not a lot, but some of the noise when you are not playing or when you are using a distortion and overdrive pedals. So I might change it later on, but for now we'll just leave it like that. Anyway, these pickups are, from what I've heard, a little bit better than the stock pickups in the past, so I don't know, we'll see about that. The neck is modern C shape, and it's really nice for playability, you know, feels really nice. So, I can't say bad things about the neck. I really like it. The frets are medium jumbo frets. Radius is 9.5. And also another thing with the tremolo, what I really like is it comes with this whammy bar, and the thing is it's a pop-in. So you don't have to screw it in like on the other models, but you just press it down and it's right there. So, and it kind of stays in the place where you leave it. So that's a cool thing as well. So we'll see how it stays in tune, this tremolo. But this feature I also really like. So these are pretty much all of the things that I really like about this guitar. So the combination of the black body, maple neck, the lock-in tuners, synthetic bone, 2-point deluxe synchronized tremolo with the pop-in whammy bar. We have a cutaway here, comfort contour, I think it's called. The pickups are Staggerfed 50s, these two, and here we have the DiMarzio FS1. And yeah, pretty much that's the whole, all of the features that I really like. So all of these things were, in this particular model. And also, actually, I forgot to mention that it comes with the lock-in tuners here, strap locks, I'm sorry. So that is also an additional feature. Plus, you get a hard case, which I checked is about, depending which country you're living in. So it depends. It costs around $200. Somewhere more, somewhere less. So you get all that with the price, which is really nice price actually, all of these things. And yeah, pretty much that's it, why I chose this particular model of the Strat. So now let's take a listen to what it sounds like, and I hope you like this review. Alright, so one more thing I forgot to mention is that this guitar came with the strings which are 9s, and I'm kind of used to 10s, so they do sound a little bit thinner to my ears, and they're easy on the bends and things like that, but I will restrain it later on and put in some 10s. For right now, I'm gonna leave them in this video and play some samples with these strings. If you have any questions regarding this model, just leave them in the comment section below and I will gladly answer what I can. Now let's take it for a test drive and see what it sounds like.
you.